Ukraine to what we saw in the group stage. No messing around, no diving, no five-man tier 3 shenanigans or anything. They were very thorough and systematic and
precise
and crisp and clean and just
no, they really were.
Superlatives flowing through out of us.
And just winning all 3 lanes when there's a Viper on the other team is just nuts. The Viper just, I mean, that's the Bane, right? They first pick a Bane, you take a Viper, you have to know something could be up in that middle lane. And there you have it. You see them waving at the camera. They're ready. They're like, man, game 1, easy. Game 2, we're ready for some lunch. Let's get there. Let's take game 2 quickly here.
And they did have that fallback plan for resolution, right? If things did get out of hand, if there were some good rotations from the Sand King, if Wyvern managed to apply enough pressure to some of these lanes, they had the Medusa. They had that fallback, but they didn't need it.
It seemed like, I think Medusa was involved in the last fight, and then that one-time top when she went and stone-gazed the Sand King who was in Viz. They didn't have detection. They're like, all right, we're just going to take her out.
And apart from that, Rezo was just farming Ancients, farming stacks.
Yep, with his boy art style middle, that's all you need, right? You just enfeebled, you dominate the lane, they stack for you, you take 2 different stacks of Ancients multiple times, farm the jungle up, and the Venge created space on the map even for resolution, right, with the Shadow Blade build.
So Serbia, even with first pick this time, ban out the Brew and the Beastmaster. Ench is the ban from Ukraine this go around. So, they banned the Bane as well themselves, not wanting to give that away first pick.
They saw what that Bane could do in their own hands. They're like, nah, we don't want to do it.
I don't want to deal with it. Rezo's like, dude, nah.
Yeah, and some people were talking about how Winter Wyvern could be better here than Bane. Obviously, they do a lot of different things, but you saw the power of why Bane is considered a first-pick hero still. Some people, we used to see it in the off lane a little bit, and then he got that whole, nightmare you can attack. Doesn't mean that much. It's just the Enfeeble, and the Enfeeble even got nerfed, because you used to be able to get the Enfeeble gives you damage a lot earlier and just own.
It feels like the big difference is the first 2 or 3 minutes, Bane has no downtime, right? There's no redundancy. He's always able to do something. Whereas Wyvern's like Arctic Burn, 50-second cooldown at level 1?
It's bad.
It's
50,
super long.
55. It's one of those,
And then it's like, what do I do now? I've got to right-click people, I've got to stack, pull. And if you don't have those options available to you, because he's against an Omni Knight, and Omni's just running at you.
You don't do anything. Yeah, that was the thing. Just felt like the supports were just better in that game, whether it was players or just the heroes in general. They just helped dominate. Now we have all bans done. End it with a Tiny, fine with that. And then a Kunkka, I believe was banned out in the first game too. People just don't want to deal with Kunkka. I mean, very good at roaming, right? You get 1 Tauren at level 1, easy kill.
So the hero left in is Undying, that Ukraine banned previously, that they didn't want Serbia to have. They've let them have it this time. But then there's also Night Stalker in the pool that Serbia might be thinking about taking themselves.
If you really want to take an Undying, when the other team gets +1, Night Stalker +1, they'll take their Spirit instead.
Yeah, you could go like Night Stalker Bat or Night Stalker AA, something like that.
I wouldn't doubt it. I mean, Winter Wyvern's still in the pool as well. Winter Wyvern, Night Stalker wouldn't surprise me if they want to play it super standard. Don't think that. I mean, they have plenty. There's a lot of unbanned heroes with the Tiny, the Panda. Only really the Beastmaster being that staple ban on that side.
Yeah.
And we've seen, I mean, pretty much Lil played the Night Stalker like he was a Beastmaster. Always had another creep with him ready to go. And played the Shadow Shaman, which we saw once in this tournament, at least that we've cast, and unfortunately couldn't do too much. And who else do you want to add with that? I mean, Shadow Shaman, what we said about him before, decent laning phase. He has two forms of lockdown. His lightning's actually super good early game, and he can solo, if you really need, he can solo push towers.
And they really love giving no one an Ursa when they've got this art style Shadow Shaman as well. I think we saw it up against the French team Excellence last night.
Yeah, it was, And it was them, and they were against an Avernus, so it was actually rough in the laning phase, but then, I mean, Ursa obviously comes online, Avernus falls off, and guess what? The Undying will get picked up from Ukraine. I love it. I love the more run at you, Earth Spirit, Undying. They want to be involved in fights. They want to make stuff happen, just like a Spirit Breaker.
Again, these two supports kind of win you 2 lanes, right? Undying can sit mid, just
any dual
spam
lane.
Decay, any dual lane, And go with a Witch Doctor to try and alleviate a little bit of that hero that is very good against these dual lanes with a cask.
Yeah, I like how neither team's really deviating. It's just you get your 4 and your 5 hero first. Don't give away anything. Sometimes you'll see a Puck or Razor. You give away 1 core. These 2 teams, we'll just take our supports.
I mean, it's so fun watching, drafts kind of shift through patches. We used to see off-laners first picked every game. Then it was 5 roles first picked every game. I don't think we've ever really had a long period where it was mid and safe lanes. They've often been later draft heroes just because of how important they are.
Yep, I think it was more like when Drow was super popular, people would first pick her. Nowadays, if you do that, you will just get run over.
The good old Drow Visage days.
Oh.
Well, there's the Medusa ban. Serbia remove Resolution's strongest hero so far at WESG.
And I do love it because, right, Ukraine actually banned the Nyx first, and they're like, wait a minute, you get a ban a counter to the Medusa, who I've been playing every single game. All right.
What's going on here?
And then Brood ban. I'm just not sure with that hero. Obviously, it's just an annoying hero to play against. Obviously, can still just create a ton of chaos, even team fight better. We did see Danish Dynamites lose with it. He had a good start, but questionable item builds led him to a loss.
And there is that Drow ban. The second phase Drow was something Serbia were a little afraid of.
And with Shadow Shaman having high base damage, you add a little bit more to that. Oh my goodness.
Then you have like a Storm or something mid.
Shadow Shaman still has really garbage attack range, right? That's the big thing.
It's not that bad.
No? Okay. I thought it was pretty bad. That was like the big nerf, right? They gave him really high base damage, but nerfed the attack range. It's decently low.
Yeah.
It's not the highest for a ranged hero.
It's not 600.
It's not 600. It's not Monkey King. And then we have Ukraine. Their pick is next. Could just go with an offlane. We haven't seen much Tidehunter.
Where's Nature's Prophet? Like, we're looking at these offlane heroes. For Ghost Sick, you know, Nature's Prophet was one of his big ones for the longest time.
Well, here we go. They're going to take Clockwork. That's going to be a offlane Clockwork, unless it's the South American Classic when offlane Undying, but I highly doubt it is. And I know a lot of people talk about, even just players talking about Clockwork in the offlane, just it accomplishes the same thing in the 4 position as it does in the 3 position. That's why a lot of teams don't want to pick it. But say they just see Clockwork being very good, and it's good versus Witch Doctor. Earth Spirit can't roll away from you.
And you've got no real vision given by your 2 supports, right? So you need your offlaner to have that. You know, just Rocket Flare, spam out, give vision of enemies, good initiation as well from that hook shot. Because he does, in the offlane, he just trades hits with the support and then tries to get some CS, get some levels, and the 4-roll does the same thing.
Now we're going to have Serbia pick it up. Do they take their offlaner as well? And there you go. Actually, on the other side of things, they will pick it up, and Nature's Prophet is good. I mean, with the buff to the base damage of the treants, as well as the hero's always had a global presence, and that's what's made that hero so good. Even at level 2, you just TP in with 2-3 treants, you can dive a tower so easily. And who was it yesterday who had like the phase boots at 3 minutes? Pasha, double bounty rune, first blood, and then he had phase boots at 3 minutes, and you couldn't do anything against him. Probably a lot more, a lot tankier, right? Clockwork Undying, very hard, even just TP on. Shadow Shaman could get picked on. But Sven, another hero. Like, does Nature's Prophet, you're even with phase boots, you're like, damn, these guys all have high armor and HP besides that Shadow Shaman.
Super, super tanky. So that's likely going to be Rezo's hero, I feel, and then shift no one towards mid.
Yeah, could be. I think Rezo seems to be just their stat clear. I wouldn't even call it like a 1 or 2 position. He just loves clearing stacks, that's it.
The burst farmer.
He is.
So what does that leave us? No one could go for something like a Viper here if he wants to. Feels like a lane dominator hero that he needs to go for. Hit a timing with a Sven when he's got Mask of Madness Blink. Maybe Echo thrown in.
But Serbia, they see this, they're like, damn, that is some high armor HP heroes. I mean, obviously, when you see 3 strength heroes, Timbersaw is always in the back of your mind.
I want a no-one Quap or SF. I think Quap could be really good here with Clockwork, Sven. You've got the pure and magic damage to go over onto their physical. Or the SF just for the minus armor, but also the fact that no one is a really classy Shadow Fiend player. That was one of his heroes, back in the day when he first kind of came out, burst onto the scene. Was it back on Vega Squadron? He was playing like Storm and SF, and he looked really good back then. No, he looks amazing now, but I'm just saying on those heroes in particular. Yeah,
and there we go. Serbia, we just talked about the high armor HP. Weaver, as we previously discussed, with that AoE minus armor, you get the bugs onto somebody. They either have to commit and stand there to kill them, or run away and get that minus armor chewing through them. Death Prophet, the hard push, a decent laner, as well as someone who can go into the mid and late game, and you feel comfortable pushing towers.
So what's the final hero for Serbia? It's mid against mid, it feels like here, right? Both teams need their mid matchup.
Unless you want to give, I believe Swift Ending always plays the Weaver, but sometimes you see it middle, even bottle.
Yeah.
I highly doubt we will, but it's a good question. I think you still need something that does...
Well, I lost.
Man, no, there goes the Shadow Fiend. You said Quap, you'd have to hope for the best now.
Give me the Quap, Ukraine. Yep. Show me the Queen of Pain.
But Serbia, they have to pick their hero first. That's the worst. They're like, oh, Ukraine can counter whatever we pick. Whether it's a Viper, who we thought was uncounterable, possibly. They will only have about 50 seconds here left to pick. You have minus armor. You have good rotations from Earth Spirit, Nature's Prophet.
But like Puck feels too squishy.
Yep. And you still need semi-late game. Like Weaver, sure, he's good late game, but he's not like Sven late game status. Or look around. You even want some lockdown, right? You have Witch Doctor and Earth Spirit, but I mean, Nature's Prophet, everyone buys Quelling Blades. Even supports nowadays versus Nature's Prophet. It's not like he's lockdown, really. But what could that be? I mean, Quap for themselves isn't too terrible besides for Shadow Shaman and half of Clockwork.
I'm really bad without a hero list.
Yeah. What's up with Puck? We haven't seen Puck like at all this tournament, and he's completely gone untouched, like almost every game, not banned, not picked.
Yeah.
Wonder why? I mean, he's heavy team fight.
We had a couple of games at the start, right? Where it was...
Yeah. But he just disappeared after that. I mean, like you said, like between patches, there's different, like, you know, heroes picked. Even just between tournaments, like, stuff changes. There you go. There's the Puck. I was about to say, that's a good hero. That's huge lockdown. That's like all the lockdown you need. Now you have Earth Spirit, Witch Doctor, Puck, but an instant Timber Sun. Didn't this happen last time I said Timber Saw? I said the other team was going to pick it, and then that one does, but I love it. Timber Saw, obviously, versus Nature's Prophet, just a natural counter. Not really any strength heroes on Serbia, but how do they bring him down? You have to get the bugs onto the Timber Saw. Like, if he's allowed to just stack up 25 at level 15.
Like, the great thing is, you could potentially, as Team Ukraine here, mix up your lanes. You could have Sven with the Undying or Shadow Shaman mid, and then Timber just like 1v1s the Prophet. Then you have the floating Undying between the lanes. Or you could just, you know, put Sven bottom with the Warcry and deal with the Fury in that way. Serbia seem a little bit happier about this draft. They've got some smiles on their faces.
Yep, Ghostic. The sigh. We lost. Gosh darn it.
Star just goes, shut up.
Yeah, let's play. But, I don't know. I like the drafts, actually, from both teams. Timber Saw a little surprising last pick, but should be able to move around the map pretty easily. If that Witch Doctor or Spirit aren't allowed to get their stun silences off, the Timber Saw is going to have no problem. Still feels like they don't have damage to bring him down, right? I think this game maybe... That's the thing, though. No one's been used to make space for a resolution.
Yeah.
And I think if no one just gets that Bloodstone Hood like we've seen before, if he gets that by 15, 20 minutes, the game's over. He actually just doesn't die. And that seems to be the standard build. Probably in this game, too, versus a Puck, you want the Hood.
Witch Doctor like has to max Maledict this game.
Yep.
And go and sit on the Timber for the first like 5 minutes or something.
This is one of those ones you wish like you still had stats. You just go like 104 Maledict with stats. RIP to that. And here we go. We're right into it.
I do miss that.
I don't know. Some heroes, right? The burning build's gone. Yeah. Juggernaut.
Jug, yeah.
It just removes one of the classic burning builds. You know, one of the legends of the game. Can't do it anymore. But looks like they will just send Resolution top, so Timber will be heading to that mid line. We'll see where the Decay spammer wants to start, whether it's top, middle, or bottom. I mean, Undying, he can just secure any lane he wants. And you see that Boots first on Lil, on the Shadow Shaman. Art style playing that heavy Undying. You've seen a lot more, too. The more 4 and 5 positions have been swapped, right? Even Complexity, they run Z-Freak on the Winter Wyvern. He used to be a 5, and he takes the farm just like this, right? Shadow Shaman will be playing on that 4 role instead of the roaming Undying. Now, Artstyle just runs uphill, says hello, good luck. Has that 6 zombie said, oh god, they're chasing him.
The treants are here.
4 armor though, and then you just steal life. It's so impossible to kill an Undying at level. Like, he's the ultimate level 1 fighter, I would say. He might be the best level 1 fighter. Ghostic trying to destroy some mana, and he did.
Yeah, he got the job done.
Because he hasn't even skilled anything, meaning that he did get hit by. And here we go, they're going to try to rotate and infiltrate. Artstyle takes down some strength, gets some stacks, but unfortunately, it's going to be as we see. Normally, actually, it is going to roll in. He has an Orb of Venom. Emperor does have the stun, I believe, or does he have Maldic? Doesn't look like Madness. He gets another double decay. He has 980 life. He has 80 damage. He's actually beating LeBron up. He might just have to go for it if he gets another decay off, and he might. This could be a kill. It's going to be close. No, the health potion. Nice play by LeBron. That 100% would have been a kill with that decay if he didn't health potion.
Artstyle making them work for their money, though, right? 3 heroes converge on his location. Yeah. Bounty runes, what did we end up with?
2 and 2, I believe.
2. Oh, I mean, there's still one untaken over here.
They committed over to killing him. They just, like, you saw Puck actually was going to get it. And
that's why I was checking. I was like, I'm pretty sure I only saw 3 picked up. There's one still over on the Radiant side there. So, Timber against Puck mid.
Should be, I mean, Timber Saw at level 3. Once you get level 2 reactive armor, pretty much 0 chance of dying. Obviously, if you play aggressive, you could, but man, that's still... Undying does go bottom. Like we said, the level 1, the Undying, like, he almost... If there wasn't 3 heroes with, like, every spell committed, he would never have died.
And Weaver really does struggle against this. You know, low HP, low strength to begin with. You get 1 or 2 decays on him, and he's down to like 300, 400 HP. You see now here.
And even the cogs then do damage. Like, it feels like the level 1 cogs actually do damage.
Yeah.
They take your mana and do damage. A max cog build, maybe it'll come back one day.
Oh, spooky.
Top lane. He's dead.
He sure is.
And Lil has boots, right? He just dodges it. He has boots. He runs back. See you later. And that'll be it's 1 for 1 now. Ukraine, even with giving up that first blood, already has the gold lead here. And I hate the clock where I hate the denies count on the cogs. You're like, I wonder how many denies he actually has. Who knows?
Probably 1.
1. Probably.
I'm going to guess 1.
And look at that. He just does it. He's just using those cogs to take the mana from Swift anyway. Now he doesn't have it. Ghostic hits him once and realizes, oh, wait. With that double attack, I need to be careful. Middle 10-1 versus 6-1.
Is he baiting the courier there?
Like,
just tells it to stand still on top of the ramp.
Look at that. Soul Ring already almost up on Timbersaw. Soul Ring plus Whirling Death. Have fun.
Well, that's one of the kind of interesting things about these Int Heroes mid, or I guess specifically Puck and DP. Sure, they've got a lot of magic damage to harass people, as Rezo's gone on top lane, not quite enough damage to finish him through the Warcry.
Like you said, Warcry, such a good laning mechanic. Like that's a kill on anyone else but a guy who can give himself tons of armor.
Like even with like DP and Puck, who have these big laning nukes that are able to clear creep waves and do damage back. It's the right clicks. Like you have to right click people to actually win the lanes. There's the cask in with the Maledict onto our style, but he soul rips. Has another decay ready to go as well. Swiftening chases forward, and it looks like they might just get this kill. Oh, the decay. If that starts wearing out, Ghostic in trouble though. Swiftening and Emperor chasing him down, but he's got the stout shield. Procking away.
Is he going for it? That's the question. Nah. Shows himself doing it. We see the taunt coming. He just goes out and he's fine. I mean, they both take a ton of damage, but they both survive. And even the Weaver took a ton of damage, too. But, man, this Timbersaw's killing it. They're the 2 highest net worths in the game. Or not net worth, but last hits denies 18-2 versus 13-1. But we already said if no one gets farm, it's impossible for them to kill him, and he's getting tons of farm.
We really do have to start looking for this Grazine Prophet to start TPing around, causing a bit of chaos in other lanes.
I love that they put the boots on Lil and then put him against the Nature's Prophet, so the Treants, like, you want them to harass him, and they just can't. Too quick.
Rezo has Quelling Blade already. 2 points up in the cleave. Just trying to keep these Treants microed out of the creep wave as often as possible so they're not taking too much damage. But LeBron is up here, just, leeching a bit of experience, waiting for a moment to strike and turn onto Lil, keeping Grazine alive, basically, in this lane. Else, this Nature's Prophet would likely die 2 or 3 times if LeBron wasn't here.
Yep, that's the thing. I mean, LeBron, he wants Lil to take one step out of position, but Lil has been perfect. Now Artstyle's here. Whoa, LeBron is going to steal the room, but guess who's already up here? It's Artstyle. Stun is going to fly. Does he have a roll? He does. Doesn't matter. That's Soul Rip. Chunks him down, and the Treants come over to help the Soul Rip out. Ghostic does kill Emperor. That's a rough one. He's just bottom trying to get a rune. It seems like a lot of those support deaths, right, happen at those bounty runes now, and he has a health potion. He's fine. And what is that little hat on him? I've never seen this set. Just a little hat. The M. Bison hat.
Cap of the Keen Commander.
All right, shout out to Commander Keen, one of the games of many people's childhood, I'm assuming.
The full set.
I know. I mean, Weaver, I would love it if like Clockwork went 2 in the cogs for the minus mana on the Weaver. He won't. It's just too weird of a thing to do.
You never see it.
You never see it. I would love it, but
they're trying to set up for no one. They've got 2 points in Maledict.
They're going to go for it. There it is. This could be the kill. Grazine, as we said, finally comes in. He's going to get some right clicks. He's going to hold him down, but guess what? You eat a tree. My man has 15 stacks. He has a raindrop that will tank the third. He might just drop his raindrop so it doesn't tank another one. Doesn't need to even.
So you were talking about 15 minutes in with Hood and Arcanes and then the Bloodstone.
Minus 10.
This is minus 10. This is 5 minutes in, 4 against 1. No one's like, yeah, what up? You just can't kill me.
That's the thing, right? Yeah. Any Quelling Blade carrier, like, the Nature's Prophet doesn't do anything to the Timber Blade, Timbersaw, Timber Blade, whatever.
oh, they trapped Swiftening in.
Damn.
Oh, he's under the tower. That is
Ghostic.
disastrous.
Ghostic, God. Perfect cogs. He went for that aggressive play, and guess what? Little. Right place, right time. As a good support should be. Sven now has the treads. Interesting. Not really that interesting, but usually we've been seeing a lot more brown boots and just raw Mask of Madness, but I like the treads. You can spam out a lot more stuns. The attack speed's nice for Citrians as well. And look at that, already some stacks. Another one here.
One
he
being
did
made.
get it.
Nice.
Lil, man, always knows what he's doing on that. That's the biggest thing. People are like, oh, supports, blah, blah, blah. Always knowing where to be like, oh, I stacked a camp. But what do you do after stacking the camp? He goes down, gets a ward, and guess what? He's going to find a haste rune as well. So
Yeah,
he's always doing something.
I feel like just because it's been these dual lanes where Rezo and Lil have been kind of stacked standing in lane, he's not had a chance to, you know, push a wave, then go back into jungle with Mask of Manus or anything. So Strength Treads obviously give you a nice bit of tankiness up against the Treants on top of everything else. But now they're building up these stacks. They can start thinking about it. Oh dear.
A Lil just got a solo kill on Emperor with a haste rune. That's the base damage buff, right? 83 damage, has level 2 lightning. I'm sure he held him in place as well, and that was it. That's so rough. Their 5, or I guess 4, is killing your 5. You're in a bad time. 7 minutes in.
Behind your tier 1.
Yeah.
Without the observer seeing it.
Middle lane, possibly. Looks like a big gank's coming in. We're going to see a hold coming low. Actually taking a ton of damage. They will be able to bring him down. But can they get this Timber Saw? I highly doubt it. They're actually all running 4v1.
He has a cloak. He has a cloak, guys.
The casual cloak.
Get out. That's a Veil Rush from Puck, though. Is that no bottle, no boots?
Yeah, he's bringing something out. A war. So he's not, yeah. This is going to be the... Nothing. He's just going pure Veil. They need something to take down this Timber before he gets too out of control, as we've said he might already be.
They're desperate for it.
What a Timber Saw pick. You just look at the other 5 heroes and you're like, oh, they can't do damage. Unless Swift Ending gets like level 4 Swarm on him and they don't take it off of him, he's fine.
So what is the build for Swift Ending? Because we've talked about, you know, the Lincolns being too slow. We've seen Dragonlance. We've seen Diffusal, Desolator. In this game, what do you need to do the damage as Emperor gets caught again? A nice kick back from LeBron does save him up. The hook shot forward from Ghost Stick finds the kill, but the pop of the Maledict will finish him off. And I think LeBron wants to try and get some more as the TP from the Grazine Prophet does come forward. Lil cuts through the tree, though. Swarm misses, and he might just be out of here. Dodges the roll. The Bounty Rune going to get stolen by LeBron, but Lil finally gets caught with a stun silence. Now the Treants come in. He's still sprinting away with the Tranquil Boots. The movement speed is good, but the Swift Ending Takuchi too quick. And they finally bring him down, but that's a long chase.
Yeah, it is. And I mean, Lil, like we said, he just right spot, right time. They actually get a kill, so it's a 2-for-1 trade. Ghosted gets that hook. The last hit actually kills him, and Ukraine, I mean, obviously they don't want to die, but they're fine with that. And like you said, I mean, he's going the Treads Aquila build. I wouldn't doubt to see... I feel you need damage, though. This is usually when you get the Dragonlance with Treads Aquila, but you need way more damage. He might just have to go to the Fusel build.
Yeah, it does feel that way, right?
Yeah, because I don't even think... I mean, Lincoln's isn't that good here, in general.
And it's not like you have... Like, Puck and Prophet, sure, I guess Prophet can go into Phase, Drums, Orchid. But I'm not sure you can even go like a Soul Crest or a Medallion on the Weaver, which we have seen a little bit as well.
Yeah.
You do need just damage.
Yep. Oh, and bottom lane. Oh, he almost gets him. We see some pings coming out. No one. He's following the orb. Oh, didn't go that way. Okay.
Debated.
Do they have 2 Radiant Wards middle? They do. One on each hill. Is one about to wear out? Not?
No, they're both like identical timing, or 20 seconds between them.
They really didn't want this Puck to die. That's pretty much what that says. You stop the ganks from behind as well as the smoke ganks from the hill, right? You can never smoke gank middle if those wards are up. And he has his Hood. Hood, Soul Ring, Wand. He has 20 stacks already up. Once he hits level 15, you get those 25. And oh my, look at it. I mean, they legitimately can't kill him without 5 people at this point. Mask of Manus up on Sven, 9 minutes in, with the Treads already, Wand as well. No one, I'm a liar. Double Stout Shield, actually. I guess really good versus the Treants. You normally say it's a misplay, but I think I've actually seen him do it once before. Versus Furion, it feels really good. The real poor man's shield. Yeah, this is without poor man's shield anymore. This is the poor man's version of it.
The old axe build.
Yep.
The old axe jungle build.
Double stout tangos. Let's do it.
Let's freaking go.
So level 10.
Oh my god, look at these stacks, yo.
Yep. Oh, he actually missed that one because that one didn't want to move, but
bastard. There's a Prowler. I hate them so much. As a melee support, when you go in and they just root you, and you're like, oh well, I'm fucked up.
You don't get the stack and you almost die. Yeah, it's the best feeling in the world.
The classic.
So yeah, it looks like they want to pressure top lane with that the Sven Mask of Manus and then go back and do stacks. We see the Puck try to do anything to no one, but unfortunately, real tough. He does have boots plus that Veil now, and looks like they are going to just take this tower. Hasn't committed God Strength yet, but Doesn't need to. He just clears the creep wave, clears the tower, and now they could go for a tier 2 with Godstrength, or they could go back and do Ancients. They have the full map again.
They could swing mid. This Observer Ward in behind tier 1 mid sees the Witch Doctor. I think it's also seen LeBron swing in towards this eastern side. They go with the coil. LeBron has magnetized, lines it up, but no one with the hood does have that magic block, and in comes Ghostic. The cogs traps in 2. The roll's not going to work, and it looks like Team Ukraine take down 3. Look for swift ending, but he's just skirting the outsides here as Rezo focuses the tower with the Serpent Wards helping out. They've got Tombstone down on top of it all, and there's nothing that Serbia can do.
Damn, like you said, 2 of them came from behind. It was like a perfect time for the Weaver. He throws out the swarm, it hits on 3 of them, but unfortunately they were already dead. Ghostic with the perfect hook plus cogs. Such a good hook, cogs. Like you said, trapped in 2 of them with the Timber Saw. You don't want to be trapped in with a Timber Saw. That's like the worst case.
Like they cast what, like 3 ultis? I guess 2 ultis, coil and magnetize on no one. He pops his little hood and he's like, cool. Well, that tickled a little bit.
That's the thing. They just can't bring down this Timber Saw. And already, another stack did not quite succeed, unfortunately. Rezo almost level 12. And he's going for Sanjin Yasha. So no Echo Saber, Sanjin Yasha. What's the difference between, I mean, obviously Echo Saber, you get the double hit, but why do you just want the sheer, not Echo Saber, you want Sanjin Yasha instead?
They've got really mobile heroes, right? Facebook's Prophet, Puck and Weaver are really swift, and they've got the roll on the Earth Spirit. I think it's just that kind of catch, being able to keep up with the movement speed of your opponents, but also the movement speed of your allies, right? When you get Blink after S and Y, you're still having to deal with timber chaining, clockwork hooking, just being there in the fights. Yeah. It's always a nice little added bonus.
True. And it's just more, feels like more raw stats, right? Yeah. Like just more HP, more armor in general. Like, what can they do? What is his nature's probably going to do to you when you, I mean, Yasha's like pure, like 4 more armor. And well, no one, he's just going to TP. He's like, I'm going to defend this tower. Clockwork, you take bottom lane for me. And he's going for the Bloodstone. Pretty normal. They take the small stack. They already took the big one? Yep. How much money does he have then? He has the full Sanjin Yasha and 200. Gracious.
8K net worth.
Gracious me, gracious my.
6K lead for Ukraine.
This early, and the Puck, he's fighting decent farm. Bottle, Boots, Wand, Veil now. The problem is he needs to find the support. This is one of those games you don't just want to look for cores. Like, I don't think you look for Timber Saw anymore, right? Like, you let him be, he's going to do his thing, you just got to avoid it. But finding those supports, if you find Lil plus the Undying somehow, just kill them off. I mean, honestly, that is the better play now. Because Sven, you'd have to 5v1 Sven and Timber Saw to kill him. But here they go, bottom. They're going to find Lil, and there you go. There's the one pickup, and they get the tower deny.
And they get to farm the Serpent Wards.
That is the perfect play there. You find the one support, and you get the tower denied, deny some gold, but look who's coming in from behind. Level 4 Tombstone. Oh, boy. Oh, no. Oh, LeBron, my friend. You will go down. Swarm is going to fly out. Nice hook shot, and he can't TP out now. Oh, maybe he can. Nope, we still see the battery assault hitting him. He can't get out of there, and they're just going to eat him alive. Resolution, the Swarm's still on him. He's like, wait, what the hell?
What's happening?
And after that, the nice kill plus deny. Unfortunately, they lose 2 people, one of them being your core Furion.
And even though this looked like a more balanced draft between the two, it is swinging out of control for Serbia as Ghostic finds another. Which Doctor drops.
No mana for TP. Maldic, Swift Ending gets a kill. You know what? At that point, super worth it. Swift Ending gets the kill, very close to the Fusel Blade. The 1-for-1 trade, you got Ghostic. That's 511 gold.
Yeah, he's super happy with that.
Yeah, and no one. You see the mana break talent from Weaver already putting in some work. Yeah, it's not going to work. I don't know. I really think you just ignore him, honestly. You just pretend like he doesn't even exist, even when he's killing you.
You just can't touch him. Did he maximize? Yeah, he's got level 3 Maledict on Witch Doctor.
Yeah, he needs that level. You actually need level 7 so bad on him.
I swear he's the guy that's got to kill the Timber, if anyone.
That's the problem, right? You need a perfect level 4 Maldic plus 5 people hitting him. Like, the stars have to align.
And your Death Ward can't get cancelled.
Exactly. You need Capricorn, Sagittarius, the stars aligning. Lil? He's level 9. And we just compared it, yeah.
He's got Blink Dagger.
Damn. That is...
What does Undying have? Where is he? Nothing.
I mean, that's the art style. Yeah, I mean, for him, boots and a wand plus smoke raindrop, I mean, he's killing it out there. Almost lower net worth than Emperor. I mean, he's actually buying everything. That's why Lil moving up there slowly and double blink.
Oh, wow.
So Sven and Rasta.
That's big.
And that's why you can't get Lincolns either on Weaver, right? Rasta's the one person who can, like, blink in and cancel your Lincolns and grab you in less than a second. And Diffusal is flying out now for the Weaver, so they have a little more damage. They're going to try to push this tier 1 down middle. We have the Rotato coming from the Dire side. Sven's stealing their stack while they do this. RIP to that. He has a double damage. There comes the hook in. He's going to try to just hold him down. Furion traps himself and doesn't push him out. Level 4 Tombstone's out. I mean, you just sacrifice Grazine. But look at the Maledict is there. Can they get him? Grazine will go down. Death Ward won't even take Ghost Stick down. No one does take a tower tier 2 bottom. And Rezo, can he get the deny on mid? Sure does.
They ignored no one, right? He is bottom lane just shoving, but they don't win the fight mid. They still lose out just because of these backstabs. Like, well, that's 2 or 3 backstabs in a row where Ukraine feel or know through vision or just game sense where Serbia are going. This time there's this ward mid. All 3 of these wards down in this Radiant jungle. They know for sure Serbia aren't farming in that area, so they must be pushing either mid or top. Top was already pushing naturally and the tier 2 will fall.
Lil actually dies middle. Just dies under his tower with the Diffusal Blade, right? Now, that's a mild buff to the Diffusal Blade. When you don't have charges, you can pick on someone like him. And they're going to go for no one, get the silence up. They're going to try to maybe sprout in front of him instead of on him would be the best play. And they're just going to turn around Emperor, taking a ton of damage. Quelling Blade's out. He's going to not even break it. Perfect timing for him. The Maledict is here. This could be the perfect time, but look who's here. Soul Rip comes out, heals him a little. They're trying to swarm, actually misses. He gets a kill. He will die.
He nearly gets 2.
But he brings Emperor down, and they only got 350 for that swift ending kill. Obviously, some nice assist gold as well, but there you go. Like you said, you need all 5 heroes plus that level 4 Maledict on him. And you do EXP change, though. Nice, 1,500 more.
He nearly got 2 kills, though. 5v1, and he nearly goes 1 for 2.
Yep.
Absolutely insane.
And he's blinking for it. He's going to find him hexed up. See you later, LeBron. They get the dust. He needs to get ulti off before that. Sure can, and he dies very quickly. The Rezo Sven, the
double blinks.
I mean, top 8 at TI with this hero as a stand-in, right? Like, he was pretty damn good as a Sven. And they're just going to keep pushing forward.
Replenishes a little bit back to no one.
Yep.
Needs to get back up to 14, though, as he jumps straight in with a hex.
Oh, my. Puck a little out. He has to buy back. The tier 3s, I don't want to say already dead, because technically it's not. Now it is. And they open that up. They could back up. They want no God strength yet. And now he's just going to pop his ulti. LeBron taking so much damage. The Soul Rip melts him down. Another buyback. They get the coil on 2. Artsaw, I mean, I don't think he cares. He's just hitting the racks. And no one kills the swarm off. Smart play by him. Melee racks goes down. It's a 5-on-5. Ultis are down on the Dire. But what can you do? All you have is the Furion trying to cut creeps and do anything he can, and double racks goes down 18 minutes. This is a Ukraine we expect to see.
They were prepping for the cut across towards the tier 2, but Serbia don't have a target to go on. No one was that front liner making sure that the rest of his team was safe behind him. And Ghost Stick still has that hook shot ready to go. So Furion just keeps split pushing.
He does.
Is that Orchid done now?
Yep, yeah. It is. So that's decent. Obviously, now you can actually, trap people and they can't cut out unless they have the Quelling Blade, but unfortunately Timber does still have a Quelling Blade, so I don't know. He sold it. Guess so. He did have it before. So now, right, you can TP and silence him, and now, like you said, the Maledict Death Ward, a lot more potent when he can't just break all the troops because he's silenced, and more than likely to go Lotus Orb next, I assume, because of that on the Timber. Got Boots of Travel. Still has a 1.2k. This guy is out of control.
A remnant of an older time. Can anyone upgrade the courier?
Can anyone do it? Indeed. Still on the chat with some strange reason. Blink on Puck. I mean, he's just there's nowhere to farm on the map, right? He's the you look at his items, he doesn't look farmed. He's the highest farmed on his team. Well, now he's not. Swift ending past him by 1 creep. That's the problem. Look, they're stuck in their base. Besides Weaver, Weaver at least has an escape. He can take dust off himself. He's the only one who actually feels safe farming. But bottom lane, they're actually fighting each other, and look at that, almost kills him. He just TP's out top. They're looking. Actually looks like by Roche. We're going to see a roll in. It's going to go in. Can they bring him down? Death Ward comes up. It gets canceled immediately by Ghost Stick. What a play. Artcell does go down, though. Resolution is getting cut. They can't bring Roche in. He breaks the coil, and he cleaves them all down. Ghost Stick steals it with the rocket, and
Swift Ending just walks in there and dies by the hand of LeBron because of the cleave coming through.
He is This is a rough one. This is going to be an easy Roche. Maybe wait 40 seconds.
Goodness.
Oh, he's going to try to steal it. He doesn't, and he dies.
Ballsy play.
I mean, you have to make something happen, right? You're not winning by not doing anything. So he tries to steal it and ends up dying for it. Is going to be the late Midas on Nature's Prophet. Still a chunk of money away here. About 1,000 plus.
Not sure about that, Grant. What are your thoughts?
I mean, at this point, you got
every little helps.
You have to take it to the late game. I mean, you have to. I don't know if there's going to be a late game in this game, but this could be the death push. You have the Sven ulti up in about 10 seconds. You have Aegis.
I guess it's always like coin toss, right? Like, do I buy a Maelstrom or like a Mom or a Crit or something like that?
Oh, bottom.
To try and fight now, or do I buy a Midas to go later? And there goes Grazine. No one gets the solo kill, and with no buyback remaining, no buybacks on any one of the Radiant team, it looks like here. This could just be it. No one. Gonna chain away from the Swarm.
Yep, and he's already only 200 away, or less than 100 away from the Lotus Orb now. Impossible to kill this point. Resolution we saw actually got taken to 50% HP before he got that BKB off, but now he has the Aegis. And he's fine. Going for a Bloodthorn next. And he will just smack the tower down.
And
Lotus
again,
Orb, damn.
Another methodical, systematic game here from Ukraine. It feels like they're doing much, much better as Rezo blinks in aggressively, looking for a bit of a pop there onto Witch Doctor.
Surprised he didn't go. He could have, easily. He didn't want to dive that far in. They're just going to drop the wards, the tombstone. Look at the structures sieging the Radiant base. Hookshot does come in. The bug is going to be on top of him, but Emperor, he should just die here, and there we go. No one actually takes the kill. They're just aiming the racks while they're under coil. He heals him up. Not enough. Ghost Stick will go down. No one trying to chase down LeBron. Can he get him? Nope. Nice juke, and doesn't even hit the tree, but the Raxes are just falling while no one kites him around. And there it is. Can he get some cleaves off? Unfortunately, no. Swift Ending and Viz, they don't have any detection. Aegis is down, plus it's God Strength now. No one. He needs to keep tanking for Sven. They can't let the Sven die here. And he's actually going in. LeBron in a ton of trouble. BKB popped by Rezo. No one. Lotus Orb here. LeBron. He's silenced, so he can't bring it back. Oh! And he will get away barely.
No
he's still silenced. And the Orchid paying dividends there, saving his teammate. Now he's in a little bit of a pickle. He's going to try to run away. He's dead. They got him. Suicide. Can't even get the suicide off.
Help, help, help.
819 gold to the Witch Doctor. They're losing. The losing structures bottom. The effigy goes down.
Tier 4s.
No regen left on those, my friend.
Taking damage, so one lane remains for Serbia to defend. They can funnel all their defense into one lane now instead of getting split pushed and chased around their base, but you can just see there, no one diving in, 1v5, pushing everyone back while Rezo, pops down the barracks. Thing there, Rezo didn't BKB when he blinked in he's just bought a Battle Fury, hasn't he, to get out of Sprout.
He saw what he did to the Weaver without even attacking him. Cleaved him. We do have a hookshot actually coming in. It's going to hit on the two of them, and they found the Weaver. Can they burst him down? Little might die, but it doesn't matter. It's a 2-for-1 train right now. Emperor trying to run away. He does go and visit the Shadow Amulet, and the puck, can he get the perfect timing off? He does. He will try to get away, but they're just running at the base now.
There's no TP on puck.
Yep.
I mean, there is a TP, but it's on super long cooldown.
Yep, and there we go. That is the last glyph of the game. No buybacks on any of these people. The puck, he's coming back. They have vision of him, actually. He's running in.
Is Vova just going to go Fountain? Get in there. Go Scepter.
And he's just chilling.
Skilled player.
And he's gone. And look at that regen on him. We will see them just take down. I love saves the wards for the tier 4s to end this game quicker. Supports are coming back alive in about 5 seconds here, but these 4s are going away. Puck. These creeps are pretty tanky. Those are super. Those are Omega creeps at this point to these people. LeBron goes in. Hookshot misses. Doesn't matter. No one steals the kill. Tier 4 does drop. This is the end of Serbia. They are out of the tournament, unfortunately, after this, but guess what? They are still going to be going to China for the grand finals, which is good for them, but they're not going to call a good game. They're going to make them work. Take it past 25-30. Let's see if they can. I don't think so. Ward's actually attacking the Swarm. They're trying to. Without that Godswing, they don't do much. He blinks forward. He's going to go. He gets trapped in. Use that Battle Fury. He does. Procs the BKB. Gets the kill. And they're just going for it. And there is the game.
Attack Radiant's Ancient at Radiant Ancient.
And they go down, and man, Ukraine again. They just, I wouldn't say they look like